Also tonight, the man convicted of attempted murder as a hate crime in Perinton is now sentenced. The victim coming face to face today with the man who nearly killed him because of the color of his skin. Dylan Ghaemi says he said hello to Derrick Van Epps as they passed each other on the Indian Hill Trail last June when Van Epps ran at him from behind and viciously stabbed him with a hunting knife. Ghaemi managed to wrestle Van Epps off of him, narrowly escaping death. 13 Wham's Natalie Calzatoni spoke with him today and is back from the Hall of Justice with more. Natalie.
Yeah, Karen, Derrick Van Epps will spend 25 years in prison. Dylan Ghaemi told the court today that because his hands are in constant pain, he struggles to hold a pen. He had to walk away from hockey, all because Van Epps chose to act on hate last summer.
I have a family. Please, what do you want? Please stop. I have a family. Those are the words I screamed as Derrick Van Epps tried to take my life on June 23rd, 2025.
In his own words, Dylan Ghaemi faces Derrick Van Epps, the man a jury determined attempted to kill him because of his skin color.
Derrick Van Epps did not know me, Your Honor. He did not know my story. He did not know my name, yet he chose violence anyways.
Ghaemi is a first-generation American whose parents are from Iran. He was walking on the Indian Hill Trail near his home last June when Van Epps ran at him from behind and started stabbing him multiple times with a hunting knife. Ghaemi managed to wrestle Van Epps off him.
I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that this guy's a coward. I mean, he had to attack me from behind, and even then, couldn't do it. What does that tell you about the kind of guy he is and the kind of family he comes from?
During the trial, the jury was shown an interview where Van Epps was heard telling the investigator he, quote, doesn't like people who aren't white, and, quote, I should have kept hitting him. Van Epps' attorney claims her client's mental health had deteriorated.
That does not excuse what happened, but it distinguishes Mr. Van Epps from an offender who has spent years cultivating hatred and acting with it.
Van Epps declined to speak in court before Judge Stephen Miller gave him the maximum sentence of 25 years.
I think it sends a message that these types of actions are not going to be tolerated, that violence on the basis of race is despicable and there's no place for it in the community.
Ghaemi says while the severe injuries sustained to his hands from Van Epps' knife won't fully heal in those 25 years, he will move on as he prepares to go to law school this fall.
I still walk that trail every single day, and he won't change a thing in my life.
Van Epps' attorneys did not comment after court. Karen?